So, Pokemon Day 2024 is coming up, and I thought I'd just sort of take this time and just sort of talk about things I'd like to maybe see in the upcoming Pokemon Presents, and just general thoughts on the big hot topics around Pokemon. So, let's start with the biggest elephant in the room. Will there be a mainline Pokemon game this year? And everyone is saying either a Johto or a Unova remake. Both seem likely to me. Either one I could definitely see happening. I could maybe see both happening. If we were to get a Johto remake, I imagine it would be something like a Legends or a Let's Go. I would love another Legends game. I thoroughly enjoyed Legends Arceus. Continuing that style seems like a good direction for Game Freak to go. And a Let's Go game, I feel like it just makes sense for them to make another one. Like, it seems weird that they haven't done this style since Pikachu Eevee. And as for the Unova remakes, so Gen 5 might be my favorite generation. I have so many good memories playing Black and White and Black and White 2. I love those games so much. I love the Pokemon so much. I love the characters. So Gen 5 means a lot to me. And Unova means a lot to me. Let's start with the first type of remake people are thinking might happen. An ILCA remake of Black and White, done in the style of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. So, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, I feel are kind of overhated a little bit. Like, they're not like horrendous, awful, unplayable, terrible games. They're average remakes of average games. So they're like double average, making it incredibly average. But like, since Black and White are better games than Diamond and Pearl, I feel like a BDSP style remake of Black and White would inherently be better than the Diamond and Pearl ones. If they were to do a BDSP style remake of Black and White, yeah, I'd buy it. I am 100% part of the problem. And so the other option for a Unova remake would be a Legends game, which I would absolutely 100% embrace. I love Legends Arceus, and I would love Unova, so seeing more of that in that incredibly addicting gameplay style would just be entirely my shit. It would be incredible. One other type of remake that I would much prefer than the other two, except for maybe Legends, is another old style of 3DS remake. Essentially just remake Black and White with Sword and Shield's gameplay style, which I would absolutely love too. But my ideal option, the one that would be the most peak, in my opinion, would be Black 3, White 3, also done in the Sword and Shield style. I don't know, doing a third Black and White game, I think would be kind of ballsy and would be, again, fun as someone who loves Unova. I would like that a lot, and that is like my ideal scenario, but I know that's probably like the most unlikely. So before I move on, I kind of want to address the biggest elephant in the room regarding a mainline Pokemon game this year. Should there even be one? So, Game Freak tends to have like 3-year dev cycles, which, like, it's a good amount of time, but like, Scarlet Violet was kind of buggy. I don't know if you heard about that, but with that, I feel like they probably should have at least another year of dev time. Like a 4 to 5 year dev cycle seems a bit healthier. But I'm not sure if this will be the year they do it, because the Switch is still in full force. It just doesn't seem like something the Pokemon Company would do. But I would love for them to have more dev time. That it's always a good thing. Letting developers spend more time on their games is objectively a good thing, and I would love to see that happen with Game Freak. I think if that happens, it'll be when the Switch 2 happens and we start getting Pokemon games there. So I'm going to talk about a few other things here. So these are like the main spin-offs I really want. A new Mystery Dungeon, a new Pokken, and a new Pokemon Rumble. I know Pokemon Rumble isn't very good. I have a lot of good memories with it. I really like the style and like all that. Like, it wouldn't be great, but like it'd be fun. I like brainless button mashers, so I'm good with that. Pokken, I just straight up don't know why they haven't done another one yet. Pokken Tournament was great. A sequel to it, add more Pokemon, improve everything a little bit. It could be amazing. And a new Mystery Dungeon. I'm not like the biggest Mystery Dungeon nut, But I like Mystery Dungeon. It's a very solid series. And another new one would always be good. A few other spin-offs that I would like to see more of, more Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Conquest. Ooh, if we get Pokemon Conquest, that would be a good timeline right there. And then I can definitely even see a new spin-off coming up. Like I said, I'm just kind of a sucker for Pokemon, so I would buy any new spin-off they release, unless it looks lame, or unless I don't have the money. So will this be the year Pokemon comes to Nintendo Switch Online? Switch is, hypothetically, in its last legs, and the 3DS got the Pokemon games towards the end of its life, so will this be the time we get it? I've been of the opinion that if we do get Pokemon games on NSO, they will be exclusive to the expansion pack. That just sort of seems like a Nintendo thing to do. Other than that, for this Pokemon Day, they'll probably talk about all the mobile games. I like Pokemon Masters, I like Unite. As I mentioned, I'm part of the problem, so I would love to see the new stuff there. Cafe Remix, Go, Sleep, all that. The pretty typical Pokemon Presents Affair, trading card games, anime. So, I'm not expecting super much, but there's just some stuff I'd quite like to see. See what happens after that Pokemon Presents.